Welcome to TAMAPTA. I'm Marjorie Bates. In the fall of 2000, Inuvik held a career day at the Midnight Sun Recreation Complex. On today's program, we'll show you a few of the town businesses who put up booths for students who had questions about how to get started in the work field. ICS spoke with some of the business personnel who were there to offer information on their chosen careers to students who attended the Career Day 2000.
My name is Franklin Carpenter. I'm the director of the Western Arctic District of the Northwest Territories Housing Corporation. The Housing Corporation, we represent the Western Arctic District. It's made up of 13 communities, 8 in the Beaufort Delta, 5 down in the Sahtu region. In those communities, we run local housing associations and authorities. And at the district level, we do programs for home ownership and maintenance activities as well.
Tell us a little bit about employment in the housing corporation. What kind of stuff do you have?
We have a range of employment both at the association level and at the corporation level. Association level, we have a number of jobs in maintenance activities. We have people in training for jobs such as carpentry, oil burner mechanics. We have the housing maintenance serviceman program we run through, it's run through Arctic College. We have management programs there for assistant managers, finance officers, right up to being the manager of the association. At the corporation level, we have more professional jobs in our technical area where we hire engineers or engineering technologists. We also have a lot of management jobs, senior management jobs, where somebody could be a finance officer or a controller, right up to the top level job, which would be the director job.
Students go to if they'd like more information on working in the housing corporation?
The best thing for somebody interested in a career, either at the association or at the corporation, is to come and see the organization, see the different positions at work, talk to the managers there in the communities, go see the housing manager, or if you're in Inuvik, our district office is located here. Come see us there anytime.
Hi, my name is Arlene Jorgensen. I'm the program coordinator for the Family Counseling Center in Inuvik.
What kind of services does the Family Counseling Center offer?
Well, we offer a number of different services. We have a basic mental health counseling service. We also have a residential school counselor who focuses on issues related to residential school. We have an early childhood intervention program working with children 0 to 6. And we have an in-home support program for assisting families in the home that are going through crisis and difficult times.
What kind of education would a student need if they're interested in working in the mental health field?
Actually, there's a whole variety of educational backgrounds that people can have in order to get into it. My background's in social work. I have a 4-year degree. We have one of our staff has a 2-year diploma from Aurora College in addictions and has also done a number of workshops in counseling. We have a woman who went through the community counseling program. She's an early childhood intervention worker. And we have a woman who's a psychologist, a registered clinical psychologist, which is a 4-year bachelor program and 3 years after that in clinical psychology.
Who would students contact if they're interested in working for the Family Counseling Center?
If they're interested in any of those careers, I would suggest they contact Aurora College, who would be able to point them in the right direction in terms of the particular area they're interested in focusing in. Or they could give me a call at Family Counseling and talk about, which area they might be interested in pursuing. That's probably the best places to go. Thank you.
Can you introduce yourself first, please?
Vivian Hunter. I'm a Career Development Officer with the Department of Education, Culture and Employment.
I'm Greg Hill, and I'm the Regional Manager for Income Support for the Inuvialuit region with Education, Culture and Employment.
Tell us a little bit about education, culture, and employment. What kind of programs or services do you offer to people who are looking at training and education?
Well, when a person walks in through our door, then we ask them what they would like to do, and then we tell them about the services that we have to offer. If they want to go to post-secondary, we help them search the type of college or university that they want to go to. We help them fill out their financial assistance forms or loans or grants, and we tell them about the different scholarships that they could apply for. There's apprenticeship programs. He's more familiar with that.
We have apprenticeship programs where we work with employers who obviously have journeymen and are looking at taking on apprentices. We also have programs such as our training on the job and apprenticeship training on the job, which can provide a wage subsidy for employers to take on people as trainees. Of course, there are a number of programs within that, but those are the main areas. Also help people sort of develop job skills so they can find a successful career.
Who can students contact Vivian if they're interested in making an appointment for career planning?
They could call the office at 867-777-7435 or 7434.
And they would just ask for yourself?
Yes.
Great, thank you for talking to us.
Welcome. Thank you.
Okay, I'm O.D. Hansen. I'm with Schlumberger as their Community Affairs Advisor.
Okay, how would you go about getting into this kind of thing?
Well, it's there's different ways. Schlumberger is a real big worldwide company, and for instance, seismic, that's division I'm working in, you could pretty well start your way right from the bottom as a working as a laborer. They call them jug hustler, seismic seismologist helper, and with just working on a job and a little bit of training, you can work your way up, right actually to the party manager. There's other divisions where some technical school is required, but it's a big company and there's lots of different alternatives, the way to get in there.
What are some of those alternatives?
Well, like I said, there's seismic where you can get in on a ground level and work your way up. There's other divisions where technical school is required, either say at site or through the petroleum engineering technologies. There's geoscientists where you require different courses in either in geology or geophysical scientists. Just a lot of different avenues that are open.
How did you start working here with Schlumberger?
I actually was doing a little bit of work for Petro-Canada last fall. Petro-Canada acquired 2 land blocks up here, and they requested my services to get some information on some of the logistics involved working up here. Being from here and having a background in petroleum engineering, did a little bit of consulting with them, and with Schlumberger being their contractor doing the seismic, Schlumberger and I got together and we agreed that there was a position there within the company, and we got together in January of this year.
Tell us a little bit about how you got your civil engineering degree.
Okay, I started with the Inuvialuit Petroleum Corporation about 8 years ago. Started right at the bottom pretty well as the operator trainee out in the Neutral Hills field. It's predominantly an oil field. I worked for about a year in the field there, and then I went back to school. I took 2 years at SAIT, the Petroleum Engineering Technologist program. Continued working with IPC during the off season, and eventually went back and got an applied degree in petroleum engineering. So about a total of 3.5 years of school, and so I was with IPC for about 8 years altogether.
Before you got your degree, though, right from high school days, what did you have your major in order to get a job such as this?
Well, as an operator, you really didn't have any background requirements. It was a trainee position, so it was more like on-the-job training out in the field, taking care of wells, servicing them, doing tests on them. But it was a good experience, going into technical school to have worked, in the field for a year. It's an avenue that is open, to anyone coming right out of school, to get a little experience working in the field, because it helps immensely when you go back to, say, take a diploma or degree program.
Schlumberger doesn't only do seismic work. What other kind of work do they do?
Oh, they pretty well do, or pretty well handle all the services in the oil industry. They right from seismic up through to downhole tools. They have a lot of technical expertise in any aspect of the service industry. And that's one of the, I think one of the things that they're really known for is the technical expertise that they have. So for instance, in a place like Hibernia, Schlumberger pretty well were there right from the beginning, right from seismic right to now where they manage the reservoir. So any aspect of the oil and gas industry, Schlumberger has a service that they can provide.
Your name and your occupation?
Jerry Soon, Client and Heritage Services Manager for Parks Canada, Western Arctic Field Unit here in Inuvik.
Okay, tell us a little bit about how you got the job here at Parks Canada.
Well, I applied for a position with Parks a couple of years ago. It was a senior communications officer. So I put in an application, went through the application process, and had an interview with Parks Canada. I think it was in the first part of September, 1996. Somewhere towards the end of September, I got the job with Parks.
Okay, what is it exactly? Maybe tell the viewing public what kind of jobs you do here with Parks Canada.
A lot of the things that I do with Parks is now related to the Client and Heritage Services field. I'm the manager for the Western Arctic Field Unit. If you look at the back here, we have a map there that shows where our national parks are in the Western Arctic. We have 3 national parks here in the Western Arctic Field Unit, which is also in the Inuvialuit settlement. And also contained within the Western Arctic, we have 3 national historic sites. We have one at Fort McPherson, which is one of the first trading posts that were in the Western Arctic, and that's located in Fort McPherson, Northwest Territories. We have another national historic site at Inuvialuit, outside the community of Tuck, and that's very important to the Inuvialuit people of the Western Arctic. It's also an archaeological site, a lot of material there that are related to our ancestors teachers and the people that were here before we were. We also administer some of the stuff to the parks. As you can see, we have 2 national parks in the Western Arctic. We have Inuvialuit National Park, situated in the north of the We have Inuvialuit National Park, situated in the north end of Banks Island. We have Inuvialuit National Park, situated just outside the community of Holland. We also work with some of the national historic sites. We've got Nagajunjik, which is like a section of river from Thunder River along the Mackenzie to point separation, and that's very important to the Gwich'in and within that region, and that's part of the National Historic Site within the Western Arctic. We also have the Pingle Canadian Landmark. I think there's something like 850 pingles or something within the Tuktoyaktuk Peninsula. 1450. How many? 1450. I hired William on a contract, so he told me it's 1450. He knows he's on a contract. 1450 pingles that are within the Tuk Peninsula. And within that, the Canadian landmark, we have a number of pingles that are in there. How many? Within the landmark area? Or within the Tuk Peninsula? Yeah. Within the landmark, we have a number in there. We have 3 well-known ones. We've got Inuvialuit Pingle, which is the biggest one there. We have Split Pingle. Inuvialuit's the biggest one, I believe. Yeah. And then we have Peninsula Pingle, which is all within the landmark. So that's some of the things that we work with. A lot of the information and a lot of the photographs and so on that you see there, sort of in my capacity is what I do. I try to pass that information on to people that are asking questions about the national parks and within the Inuvialuit settlement region. And also in the future we'll be doing some work with the Gwich'in in regards to the sections of the river which are national historic sites.
Okay, how would a young person coming out of high school or just out of university or college, how would they go about getting a job with Parks Canada?
Well, they can apply for different positions within the 3 different parks. Every season we hire what we call patrol people. If they happen to work at Inuvialuit National Park, they might travel down the Firth River by raft for most of the summer, checking campsites and so on. Or maybe they might hike from, let's say, Sheep Creek to Comacut Beach. They just check for vegetation, they check for animals, they check for a number of bears that they see. They count the birds that they might find out there. And they just the general overall look of what they might find out there. We have patrol people that work at Inuvialuit National Park, and the majority of their job for the summers they have the Thompson River from one end to the other. And not only that, they also hike in there, and they record other different sites that they find along the way. Same with Tuktoyaktuk, our brand new park that we have outside the community of Politics. We have patrol people that work there too. Right now, I believe we have a summer student that's hired out of the community of Politics that's been working in the park for the summer. And a lot of the work that our beneficiaries might do for now is they work with patrol people. They start in May, they finish in September. Just keeping an eye on the park, making sure that everything's okay. And then also they can move on from there and work as park warden, which is a full-time position. And even from that, you can work your way up in the system. I'm a manager with parks, so they can move into my positions, in a couple of years maybe when I decide it's my time to leave parks and move on to another position somewhere. But there's those jobs that are out there. We have a field unit superintendent. They can fill a position there.
How does Parks Canada say, how do they go about designating a certain place as a historical site or as a potential park?
It's something that's negotiated with not only with Parks Canada, but it's usually the Government of Canada. If somewhere, let's say they decide that they're going to have an area. Let's use Tuktoyaktuk National Park as an example. If you look at the map there, at the bottom end of Tuktoyaktuk, at the northeast corner of Tuktoyaktuk, is an area that's designated for the sawtooth. So if the sawtooth decide someday that they want that to be a national park, it's a major significance to the sawtooth people, and they just might want to add that on to Tuktoyaktuk National Park. It's got to be significant to not only the people that live there, but to the people of Canada, and to other people that might use that as a natural area. And it's a lot of that stuff. It means a lot to the people that it belongs to. Like if you look at, take for example, Head Hill here. Very important to the people of Banks Island and Inuvialuit of Banks Island especially, that they used to do their hunting of their muskox here 100 years ago, and that's all those all the skulls from the muskox are still there, and that was important to them. We have our own people. Some of our relatives from the Western Arctic at Inuvialuit National Park, they used Inuvialuit as a landmark to look for caribou along the plains, and that's very important to our people. Tuktoyaktuk, same thing with the people of Politics, and it's a very important part of the country, and very important to their culture and their traditions. And that's I think that's very important too. It's going to be important to our students that are out there, so that someday they can know that we have someplace out there that they can go to. There's no stores here. There's no gas stations. They don't have to maybe paddle, and they can go by raft and so on. It's a beautiful country.
Private it's unlimited. I mean, once you get your paper, that's when the fun begins. I had to work until I got completed grade 12, and I had to work until I got my A&B license. But once you get your license, that's when the fun begins. Because now you have to start studying. You want to get the 737 endorsement, you have to study. If you want a -8 endorsement, you have to study. So, man, it just goes on and on. And like I said, that's when the fun begins. The work is to get through grade 12. The work is to get your AME license. But after you get your AME license, it's unlimited. And the people you meet, the places you go, and you get paid to do it.
My name is Bill Alikak. I'm with Transport Canada as a Civil Aviation Safety Inspector.
First of all, can you tell me what kind of education do you need to get into this field?
As a Civil Aviation Safety Inspector, there's quite a process in order to come in or to become a fully delegated safety inspector. One of the initial criteria that is called for is that you must have hold an aircraft maintenance engineer's license or a pilot license. Now I can talk about an AME or an aircraft maintenance engineer's license, which takes a minimum of 4 years, along with something like 10 or 12 exams that you must complete and acquire at least 70% or more in order to get your AME license. Once you get your AME license, then it's a matter of getting 10 to 15 years of field experience before Transport Canada can consider you as meeting the basic requirements in order to become a civil aviation safety inspector.
When you first decided that you wanted to get into this field right from high school, what kind of requirements was there at the high school level?
At the high school level, the basic requirement was to have grade 12, and what actually got me interested in this industry, I mean, at that time I wanted to work on airplanes, and I wanted to work on or to go to different places, and I knew that working on airplanes can give you that opportunity. But at that time I didn't realize that I was working towards becoming a civil aviation safety inspector, because you require, again, at least 10 to 15 years of field experience. So it's a little hard to perceive and hard to vision at at the grade 9 level, say, or at the grade 10 level, or at the grade 12 level, that you want to become a civil aviation safety inspector. But the federal government does provide this avenue as a career. It's just that it's not well known, and I think it's partly because of our fault. We don't get out there into the schools, into the private industry, and let them know that there's this opportunity or avenue that a young person can go away.
Okay, sort of like put an ad out, just a personal ad yourself right now about the job that you're in. Try to sell yourself, say.
Well, to me, it was more, I shouldn't say more interesting, but it was very interesting as far as being an aircraft maintenance engineer, because with that career or with that trade, I've had the opportunity to go to the North Pole, over to Greenland, to go right across Canada from one coast to the other coast, and also all the way down to the South Pole as an aircraft maintenance engineer. So to me, that is an exciting career. It's something different. You get to see so much of our world, and you find out exactly how small our world really is.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Don't be like that.
Finish me, do it faster. Look at you, we doing this. Swedish cure, I'm boy from trees. How old is that tree? Yeah. How old is it?
Pretend we're not here.
Ah, I see. You're right.